Shoot, gang, it's a new game. So this game is called Phantom. It is a visual novel, crime, mystery, detective type game. This game is by the indie developers, which I believe is a team of two. By the indie developers, and I might be getting the name wrong. It's the way I pronounce it, Prio Plot. But don't worry, I am going to put a link to this game in the description down below, as well as a link to the social media page, the Instagram page of Prio Plot. That way you can see any kind of updates or news, or you can share your feedback about the game to the actual developers. But this is a game, a criminal, mystery detective style game, just like the ones that we all know and love, like Elmwood Trail, Duskwood, Moonvale. I do believe, and I haven't played this, but I do believe just based off of the kind of art, it kind of resembles a little bit like the Elmwood Trail kind of art-ish, But again, I haven't played any of it. It's just basically my first impression of it by looking at the store page on the Google Play Store. But again, I will share those links in the description down below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with Phantom. I do like the fact that it's like in a landscape view rather than the vertical view. Alright, episode 1. The first of 6. Barry Dalton, a skilled Barry Dalton, a skilled cryptography consultant for the police, finds himself plunged into a perplexing mystery when his close friend, Detective Frank, seeks his expertise on an unusual case. 5 nude bodies have been discovered at the local docks, each from different backgrounds, races, and genders, seemingly unconnected, except for the fact that they were all found together and all of them naked. The lack of identifiable marks or traces leaves the police baffled, unable to determine their identities. Interesting. So yeah, basically, there's nothing that really connects these bodies, these individuals together, other than the fact that they're all found in the same place, and the MO is that they're nude bodies. Let's go ahead and start it up. There we go.
Police chief has announced that the killer of the Callahan family, a case that has shocked the entire city, remains at large. Despite tireless efforts, no substantial information or clues have emerged to point toward a suspect in this horrific crime. The community continues to rally around Mr. Callahan, who lost his wife and infant, while demanding a more thorough investigation from local officials.
I moved to this town when I was just a kid, back when my old man landed a job at a bank. Mom didn't want us growing up in a one-horse town, working in some soul-sucking factory. Our apartment was barely bigger than a shoebox, and the walls had more mold than a loaf of forgotten bread. But at least back then, we could play outside without worrying about a meth head making a scene. Folks were poor, but they were friendly. Kids played stickball in the alleys, and the scariest thing around was Old Man Jenkins and his damn broom. Now the city's gone to hell in a handbasket. A cesspool of corruption and decay, like something out of a bad movie. They've paved over every green patch and squeezed in more of those hideous concrete slabs. The gap between the rich and the poor is a mile wide, and in the spaces between, crime breeds like rats. The drug trade's booming, and muggings are more common than pigeons. Someone gets whacked at least once a week, and the cops are up to their necks trying to keep the chaos at bay. This whole story kicked off in late November 2010 when I was deep in the grind, working as a cipher consultant for the Nashville PD. It was my job to read between the lines of chaos and make sense of a city that was spiraling out of control. Back then, crime in Nashville was hitting its peak, like some kind of sick crescendo. The city was a powder keg, ready to blow, and I was smack in the middle, watching the fireworks. In that chaos, it was easy to miss the whispers of something darker lurking beneath the surface.
These might be the bodies. Episode 1, the first of 6.
Well, hello again. My desk. Perhaps I should rearrange it a bit, because this mess and the hole in the wall are making me depressed. Okay, let's see if we have any new messages.
So, just to start, start off what I thought was kind of funny. When we were going through that first little video, the introduction of the game, I guess you could say, there was a couple things that I saw that I thought was interesting. When they showed the Ferris wheel in the background, you kind of see like some of the carts were kind of like colliding with each other in the background. And I think there was a couple instances where there was like a police car, but then you could kind of see like, I guess they were police officers standing next to the police car, but they were so tiny. They're like little tiny tongue-tied police officers. they were about as tall as I am, standing next to the police officer. They looked like they were so short. It was really kind of funny. Let's go ahead and tap on the laptop here. Do we have to fix the hole? I don't even see the hole in the wall that's making us depressed, but we'll tap on the laptop here. Got a new message from, is this Frank? Hey, Barry, still sleeping? Not anymore? You woke me up? Frank, I'm Barry. Did I wake you? Yeah, you did. Don't worry, I couldn't sleep anyways. My neighbors do a good job of it. Like, don't worry, I couldn't sleep anyways. Is it insomnia again? When is it not? Noisy is an understatement. Insomnia, if you can call it that. Or noisy neighbors, if you can call it insomnia. I've been having it lately too. Terrible thing. Maybe we should take a couple weeks off. Hell yeah! Let's go on a vacation. What's your excuse for being up so early? What are you doing up so early? Why'd you wake up so early? All three questions going straight to the same answer. Was it another date with a cup of hot coffee at Starbucks? More like a date with destiny. Got called to another murder at the docks. Marty just called. He said something serious. It's at the docks? Probably just another bunch of junkies fighting over the last dose of heroin, probably. The scum are drawn here. I got $1 for every junkie there. I'd have my own yacht by now. But this time the bosses are really nervous. Need any help? Let me know if something is serious. I'm always at yours. Do you need any help? If not, I'm going to go back to sleep. I can bring the coffee if you need help, but if not, I'm going to go back to bed. Nope. All right, back to bed with me. Better stay at home. Say no more. Have you seen the weather? Yeah, I can see it right now, and I can hear it. It's damn raining. I can see some from the window. It's not summer. Haven't had rain like this in a long time. In this rain, you'll get soaked in 3 minutes. I feel for you. They haven't had this much rain in so long. It's pouring down, and it's 5 degrees. If it was 5 degrees and it was pouring, it wouldn't be rain. They say it will snow in a few days. It would be snowing right now if it was 5 degrees. Oh, they might be talking Celsius, though. They might be talking 5 degrees Celsius, which I guess technically would not be snow. 0 degrees Celsius would be snow. But yeah, you got 5 degrees Celsius, which is not snow. 0 degrees Celsius, which also equals 32 degrees freedom, equals snow. Better snow than cold rain. Ooh, yeah, well, I like snow, so for me it's better snow. Snow for me is better than rain, especially cold rain. I'm not a big rain fan. I am a snow fan. True, at least it will look nice. All right, my taxi's here. Stay in touch. You got a taxi? You're a detective and you're taking a taxi? I might need some of your wise advice. I'm a damn genius, Frank. You're going to need all the advice from me you can get. Of course, I'm always here for you. Where else would I be? Understood, Officer Palmer. Of course. I'll be here. Just make sure that the rain doesn't wash away all the clues. I'll figure something out.
Frank's a good cop, though sometimes he can't handle things without my help. We could have been great partners if I'd chosen the police academy over engineering school. Mom was scared cops in this town didn't last long and pushed me towards a safer path. Plus, guns and 4 a.m. wake-ups freak me out.
So I'm not a detective, I'm an engineer. Got it. We back in this again? Oh, who's H? Martha. Martha's H? Or, oh, this is just a house chat. There's 58 members in this house chat? Oh, hell. Martha says, "Dear residents, last evening noises were coming from the 6th floor, disturbing people's sleep. And today, as I was heading to work, I almost cut myself on glass shards that were scattered throughout the corridor. Please be considerate and clean up after yourself. If you want to make a mess, do it in your own apartment, but respect other people who use the corridors." Who's just making mess with glass all over the place? Lexter. That's an interesting name. Lexter says, "I think we all have a good idea who this concerns. I don't want to accuse anyone specifically right now. I think the person responsible will draw the right conclusions." And then Lisa, whoo, look at Lisa. Lisa, last seen recently. Lisa is Alan's wife. Oh, she's already taken. She's already somebody else's future ex-wife. But Lisa, they decided to start a family at a very early age. When Lisa became pregnant at 19, such families tend to be based on certain responsibilities rather than love. Oh, they're saying that they got the family together because Lisa got knocked up. They had a baby and then said, "Hey, I guess we just got to get married now because we got this baby on the way." I think that's what they're saying in this, which makes it difficult to have a long-term prospects. It is not surprising that they now fight almost every day. It's exactly what happens. Old girl got pregnant from old boy. Who is it? Alan. Old Lisa got pregnant from old Alan, and now they got married because they had a kid, and now they just argue and bicker all the time, just upset with each other. Anyways, Lisa says, "I agree. This isn't the first time. I have kids running around here. Think about others, not just yourself." Well, you control your kids, Lisa. This is Martha. Now that I know I can get like some details about each individual person, we're gonna learn about these people because maybe these people are suspects. Maybe they're sus in the case. Maybe they're the ones making people nude and then dead and then putting them out in the rain. Martha was unanimously elected as the manager of our apartment building, a decision I believe was spot on. She embodies all the quintessential traits of a building superintendent: strict, responsible, and always prepared, with the phone numbers of every social service at her fingertips. Now, who's Lexter? I don't see Lexter too often, as he's just my neighbor, but he seems like a genuinely nice guy. His kind demeanor and friendly smiles always leave a positive impression. All right, fair enough. Now, we can look at you, Frank. Frank has been a good friend of mine for years, and despite his detective badge, he often finds himself needing my assistance. We once dreamed of being partners, saving the world from the shadows, but now we're both caught up in the mundane grind of everyday cases.
In reality, there are some genuinely good people in my building. Statistically, though, you can't have a place with 120 residents without a few jerks. Now we all have to endure the antics of a handful of drunks and junkies.
That sucks. Going back to our thing. Shoo! Who's it? Audrey? Hello, Audrey. You about to be a future ex-wife of mine. Not who was Alan. When I was a kid, she was just my little sister, but now she is probably my only. But you know what? I take it back. Audrey, not that cute. Not pretty at all. She's the she's family. And last I checked, I don't live in West Virginia, so or Alabama. No. I'm sorry. Terrible jokes. But Audrey apparently is our sister. When I was a kid, she was just my little sister, but now she's probably my only best friend. She's determined to make her mark in the world of media, her passion for uncovering truths far surpassing my own. Audrey says, "Hello, Barbados." Why are you online so early? I didn't know my name was Barbados. I thought my name was Barry Dalton or whatever it was called. Haven't thought of a new damn nickname. My name's Barry. Can I see myself? No, I can't. You're losing your touch, Audrey. Kid sister. I've been making them up since I was 14. I'm running out of vocabulary. It's because you don't read much. You can call me by my name sometimes for a change. It's okay, I like it. Look, you can call me by my name. Call me by Barry. And life will become a bit more boring. Whatever. I couldn't sleep again. Barry, this is starting to smell bad. But you should shower then, Audrey. You damn stink. It's all because you hardly ever leave the house. You work all day. That can drive you crazy. I don't think it's the insomnia that's caused by that. Probably. Look, I don't think it's the insomnia that's caused by that. What do you mean it stinks? What do you mean it smells bad? Stinky bad, Audrey. You need to take a shower. In any case, go to the doctor. Let them prescribe you some pills. But I don't need no medication. I don't need no chemicals changing me. I'll go when I have time. I don't really trust in modern medicine. Look, whatever. I'll go whenever I feel like it. I'll go when I have time. It's not that important. I don't need no chemicals changing the way I feel. But you know what? If they could help me sleep, maybe that would be okay. Find the time, please. Look, don't overreact, Audrey. And don't think I'll forget. Whatever. You'll forget. And then I won't do it. Let's text again later. I need to get ready for work. Have a good day. I expect a great article from you. Look, I expect a great article from you, Audrey. Miss Media. I'm expecting it for myself, too.
My sister and I get along well, though sometimes she slips into a maternal role and scolds me over the smallest things. It amuses me sometimes. She grew up faster and tries to be the responsible one. She's better at it than I am, to be honest.
Interesting. We have a problem, Barry. What happened? Oh, the music's getting intense. I'm at the docks near the port, at the crime scene. What's going on there? I've never seen anything like this, Barry. We have a mass murder. Oh, is this a picture we can pull up? It is. Look at all this mass murder that's going on. More pictures. Oh, man. Oh, what did I just do? What is that doing? Is that changing something? I have no idea what that top right button does. Oh, another picture. 6 bodies scattered all over the area. Oh no. How could this happen? How many bodies are in this picture? Just the one? And then there's one here. And then there's, I guess, a few here. It's hard to tell. The shading makes it difficult to tell. I might need to turn the sound down a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear me over the music. All right. 6 bodies scattered all over the area. Almost all wrapped in some dark fabric. And all with a bullet hole to the head. Are they naked? I think they said that they were naked too, though, right, Frank? Pretty sure. Don't rush. Let's start from the beginning. I need to know look, Frank, I need to know all the details. If I'm going to be able to help you, I got to know everything. Someone called dispatch saying they found bodies near the docks. Derek and Carter responded and found the scene. 5 women, 1 man. And the man is the only one not wrapped in fabric. He was just lying on the concrete face down, like he was the like he was dumped the last or wasn't meant to be hidden at all. The man definitely stands out. I mean, the MO seems like they were all women and they were all wrapped in fabric. Maybe the man was just like wrong place at the wrong time and just got kind of like caught in the crossfire, got caught and wrapped up in the situation. They're like, well, you saw too much, guy, you saw too much, and you're gonna have to, you're part of this now. But we're not gonna wrap you up in the black fabric because that's not for you. That's for the other. What was it? 5? Was it 5? 5 women? Yeah, that's for the other. We only brought enough fabric for 5 women. We didn't bring enough fabric for the 6th man. So I'm sorry, guy, but you're getting the same treatment, but you're not getting wrapped up because we don't have enough fabric. I think that's what it was. But the man definitely stands out as different. And what's even stranger, there's hardly any blood. It's like they were cleaned up very carefully, or like it was like crazy heavy rain and it just washed a lot of the blood away. That possible. It rained all night. Maybe it washed everything. See, I'm a damn genius. Me and Bear, we're so damn smart. I just knew it. Cool, cleaned up. Look, it rained all night, Frank. You didn't see all the rain? It's hard to wash away blood like that, especially if there's a lot of it, even if it was rain. Some bodies were found outside near the container, others inside it. That's what Carter says. Very strange scene there. Maybe the killer was trying to get rid of the bodies, but something went wrong. Someone stopped him from finishing. I think something went wrong. He was trying to get rid of the bodies. Something went wrong. The guy showed up. He was trying to get rid of the 5 women bodies. The guy showed up, and then that's when things fell apart. Didn't have enough time, or was interrupted by the 6th person, by the guy. That would explain why the man wasn't wrapped in fabric. But that's too risky for the killer. What was he trying to achieve? Something doesn't add up here. Who found the bodies? Who called the dispatch? Yeah, who damn called the dispatch? Security guard. He was doing his usual rounds. He passed by here at midnight. Everything was clear. Then at 5 in the morning, and he saw this. So there was a 5-hour gap there. There's a 5-hour in between there that this all happened. So there was a time window for when it happened, right, between midnight and 5 a.m. But even so, doesn't help much. Do we know who owns the container? Have we found anything out about who owns the container? Maybe that might be a clue we can follow. Not yet. We're working on it, but nothing concrete yet. This is a port. There's always chaos with the paperwork. So no leads. No leads other than the fact that, like, we have bodies. One of which didn't match the others. One of these were not like the others. But nothing yet. The killer left no DNA, no fingerprints. And even if he did, the rain would wash it all away, probably. The police at the scene say everything's clean. Blake and Carter have already searched everywhere. And worst of all, we don't know who the victims are. No documents on them. All undressed and no trace of their clothes anywhere. Including the man? Was the man undressed too? Because, I mean, if the man, like, stopped them and saw what was going on. But I guess they said all. I mean, I understand, like, the 5 women were probably all part of it. And then the man just, like, happened to just show up, and then he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But I don't know. I guess they all could be a part of it if they're all naked. But why wouldn't the man wrapped up in fabric? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. This is all starting to sound like some kind of ritual. I think the killer staged the scene on purpose. Why would he stage the scene on purpose? I don't know. I don't think it sounds like a ritual either. I think if I had to pick anything, it would be I think the killer staged the scene on purpose. This doesn't sound like a ritual. It feels like this isn't just a crime. It's like he wanted us to see it, but the question is why? Because he's a psychopath? First, we need to identify the victims. 5 women and only 1 man. How are they connected? We need to identify the victims, that's for sure. But how is the 5 women and the 1 man connected? And is the man, are they connected at all? I mean, even the 5 women might be unconnected in their own way, but all connected in the reason why they were taken out, why the reason why they were like deleted or eliminated. But the 1 man definitely seems like the outcast. Like that one seems like there was a different reason for it. We need to figure that out. The victims look different. Maybe they're connected maybe they're not connected at all, and this is the work of some psychopath. Well, we know it's the work of a psychopath. Maybe it's the work of a drug cartel. That's possible. Maybe it's the work of the mafia. Maybe it's a hitman. Maybe it's a human traffickers. The fabric the women wrapped up in fabric might be a good idea. That might be traffickers. Drug cartel? I have no idea. At the docks, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of drugs coming in and out of those docks. I don't know. Maybe it's human traffickers? It could be. I don't know. Probably not. But Frank thinks so, maybe. Thought about that too. But the container isn't really set up for that. At the very least, there should be a bucket or for a toilet. But not if they're dead. They don't need a bucket for a toilet if they're dead. That's the thing. Like, they don't need it if they're eliminated. More likely, it's connected to a drug cartel. Drug cartels often control the docks for the transporting of their goods. You're working on the Kearns case right now? You're working on the Kearns case right now. Did the Vice Squad say anything? Nothing yet. Nothing like this. This doesn't look like Kearns people style. If it's drug cartel, it's a new player. Look, it is nothing like this. I don't think it's the Kearns. Kearns? Bad news. Alright, I have to go. What is it, Frank? Don't leave me hanging. It looks like the guy's found something. Oh.
Doubt that this is the Kearns drug cartel. There is clearly something wrong with this case.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the Kearns drug cartel at all. What is this? I clicked on the flash or the table lamp here, and this is what popped up. What is this? Press the red button once you finish with the configuration. Oh, what is? Oh, is this a typewriter? The configuration. What? Is this just like? Are they all supposed to be different colors, or? A plus 1 equals B. A plus 2 equals C. Okay, I understand that. Okay, I get that. I understand that. What is this? Blood. It's just blood. Okay. Magnifying glass? No. Oh. That didn't... I don't know what that is. Let me push the red button. Did it do anything? No. Oh, goodness. What is all of this? What's the odds? So this is data analysis. You are a cipher specialist. Your task is to decipher texts sent by the police. Oh, so we just don't have any yet. We don't have any texts sent by the police yet. Click on the envelope. There, yeah, we get this, and then we have to figure out the We have to do this deciphering and figure that out. Here you can see the code sent by the police. Note the highlighted letters. Are there highlighted letters? Chad's 2 is the highlighted letters, maybe? Oh, they're just like, they're a little bit more bold. So yeah, I do see them. They're not really highlighted, but they are a little bit more bold. So CDU. I don't understand. ACM. And then there's CDU. Click on the sheet. Numbers will appear above the highlighted letters. 583. Click on the notepad. A equals 5. H equals F. Click on the reflector. So it's AF. Repeat the process for each letter, then return back to the envelope. Note the highlighted letters in the signature, CDU. Click on the rotator. Go to CDU. Hit the red button. And that's that's deciphering. That's deciphered the whole letter. All right, easy enough. I can figure that out, but I don't have a letter, so I don't have anything to figure out yet. What's this? Radio. All right. Very interesting. There's a lot more to this than I originally anticipated, because so far we've just been reading messages off of our laptop. Which we have another message from our landlord. Well, it's from Larry. Who's this? Becca? Hello, Becca. Before I start flirting with Becca, let me make sure it's not like my sister or something again. But Becca lives in our house chat, or our apartment, or whatever you want to call it. This is Larry. It seems Larry still works as a salesman at the second-hand electronics store around the corner. Last year, I stopped to purchase an advanced microcontroller development board with integrated peripherals, and he kindly walked me through its features. Oh, that's nice, Larry. Becca. I admire Becca's discipline. I have no idea how she manages to get up at 6 a.m. for her morning run, but I'm envious of her dedication. Her commitment to fitness is both inspiring and intimidating. Becca be fit as fuck right now. Larry says, does anyone have a mixer I could borrow for an hour? Becca says, I can. Thank you. Which apartment? 61. So Becca damn in 61 apartment. Now we know where Becca's at.
The weather in the city will remain cold and wet this week. The whole day will be cloudy, with heavy rains expected in the morning, followed by thunderstorms and strong winds in the evening. And now to the other news. The police have closed the case of the murder of the Callahan family on the night of Independence Day due to a lack of clues. On July 5th at about 2 a.m., an unknown person broke into the Callahan home and brutally murdered Nancy Callahan and her 2-year-old daughter. Lloyd Callahan, Nancy's husband, was serving in the Army at the time and found out what had happened when he returned home the next day. The case received widespread press coverage, and people across the city expressed support for the man who lost his wife and daughter in the same day. The police detained a suspect, a poor man who, on a dose of drugs, could have broken into the house to rob it, but he was acquitted in court and released due to lack of evidence.
Oh, I couldn't imagine. That's so sad. But they never found out who did it, and lack of evidence, they just say, hey, sorry, dude, I don't know who eliminated your wife and daughter, but we can't figure it out, and we're gonna close the case. We're not gonna look into it anymore. That's so sad. Frank, what'd you find out? We have their names, Barry. Okay, that's great. How'd you find out? The guys found a locked suitcase in the hideout. The hideout? How did you find out that there was a hideout? It contained documents and passports of all 5 women, but not the man. What about the man? So who are they? Why were the man's documents not among them? Who would need to hide the documents in a secret suitcase? do the names mean? What about the man? Don't know yet. But the man clearly doesn't fit into this picture exactly. So the man is like, that's like the wild card. Somehow, some reason, some why. The man just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like maybe he's just the decoy. The man is he's just passerby. He got caught up in the wrong shit. You know, that's all it is. Could it be a random witness who had to be eliminated? It's exactly what it was. I think they play an important role. It is exactly what it is. Random witness had to be eliminated. They saw too much. But he was killed exactly like the other victims, stripped down to their underwear. I thought you said naked. You didn't say anything about underwear, Frank. What is it, naked or underwear? There's the two completely different things. All the bullet to the forehead. That's interesting. Could the killer have a signature style? That's possible. Such a basic style wouldn't surprise anyone today. What's more interesting there is here isn't the method of killing, but the victims themselves. Katarzyna Smizak, 22-year-old, Poland. Marinova Maria Vladimirovna, 23-year-old, Russian. Mao Yen, 26-year-old, China. Or Chinese, not China, but from China maybe. Frolova something, Mikhailovna, 20-year-old, Russian. Evelina Conti, 25-year-old, Italy. Doesn't seem strange to you? Doesn't that seem strange to you? I mean, maybe. Sure it does. They're all citizens of other countries. This would be an interesting case. I mean, it does seem strange. They're not, they wouldn't have any idea who each other were. They're all in their 20s. They're all mid to low 20s. All women. All from different countries. I mean, 2 from Russia. But different country regardless. So what do we have so far? Poland, China, 2 from Russia, and 1 Italian. And an unknown guy who looks like an American. All found shot dead in a container at the docks. What were they doing in our country? What connects them? And how did they end up naked in a container with bullet holes in their heads? Who knows? More questions than answers. We need more information. Are there any leads at the crime scene? Look, we have more questions than answers. More questions than clues as well. Which is even worse. All we have is 9mm shell casing. That's the most common caliber. No weapon found. Not much to go on so far. Why is there only 1 shell case? Yeah, why is there only why is there only 1? Maybe they just missed one when they were trying to clean up. I mean, we have 6 bodies. 1 shell. They didn't line them up. And even if they did, I don't know if it would go through all 6. And if it would potentially go through all 6, I feel like the bullet would eventually ricochet, or it wouldn't ricochet, but it would change direction. It would go out the side or go up. It wouldn't stay in a straight line. I don't know, maybe he didn't kill them all, or maybe he didn't kill them all in the same, all in the container. I don't know why it would. I don't know. I don't know why that's the container. I mean, maybe he removed the other shell casings and forgot one. That's what I thought. Maybe he removed all the other shell casings and just forgot one. In any case, we can't learn anything more. Now we wait for the ballistics report. All right, they're about to take the bodies. Let's see what happened, or let's see what the pathologist says.
6 victims. They were supposed to be sipping tea at home, but ended up in a container with a bullet hole in their heads, thousands of miles away across the ocean. Who are they? Random tourists, or are they somehow connected?
Did it mention which country we're in? Like, are we in the United States? Like, are we in America? Or are we? Did it mention that? I feel like it didn't mention. I'm not sure what country we're in the game. But we got Audrey reaching back out to us. Do you remember Jane Pulaski? I used to hang out with her a lot. Of course I remember Jane, the one with the short one with the dark hair, right? That was Jane. Yeah, she was called Paulette in our first year. She's working on her thesis for university, and she needs help from a police officer. Well, I'm not a police officer, but I can get you in touch with Frank. Look, what do I have to do with any of it? You're the only person I know who has any connections to the police. I can introduce her to a real police officer. Just consult her. You've been involved in serious investigations before. You can help her. Look, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be the interview. I'll set her up with Frank. It won't take much of your time. If it takes a second, it's too much. Well, if that's the case, all right, look, fine. You know what? Fine. I'll help. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Thank you. You're welcome. I'll give her your number. By the way, she's very beautiful. Prove it, Audrey. Then the consultation will be free of charge. I'm not interested in that. Look, then it'll be free of charge. I won't even charge her. But I'm serious. When was the last time you asked a girl out? There's never been a first. There's never been a first time. So there isn't a last time. If there was never a first time, then there wasn't a last time. There aren't many people I could ask out in my circle. You're making me out to be some kind of loser. Look, I don't remember. Because it was a million years ago. Get to know her. I think you're overestimating my abilities there, Audrey. Don't be so modest. Even though I was the most beautiful in our family, but you're not bad either. Whatever, Audrey. Don't patronize me. Words of a loving sister, thank you. That means a lot to me. I see you know how to give compliments. Patricia. Who's Patricia? Once upon a time, I had a huge crush on Patricia. Oh, we were crushing on Patricia. You don't say. Tell me more about Patricia. But my dreams were shattered by the imposing frame of her boyfriend's luxurious Cadillac Escalade. Got it. We could not. We didn't hold a torch. We didn't hold a match to the current boyfriend and his money and his cars and his success, whatever. Couldn't hold up. Couldn't hold up to the boyfriend. He was more decisive than I ever was, sweeping her off her feet with his bold confidence. And more confident too, apparently. Probably better looking. Whatever, Patricia. Maybe I'll just date Sophia instead, because Sophia looks way better than Patricia. Maybe I'll date Sophia. Once I almost ran into her going down the stairs. After that, we had a nice conversation. I realized that she plays sports. Is getting a second degree. Has 17 hobbies, is trying to start her own business, and is also very talkative. But she is also quite beautiful. So she's doing all this, which is like super ambitious and super, dedicated to her work and successful. But she's also quite beautiful. Like, let's not forget about how pretty she is. Maybe I'll just date Sophia instead of Patricia. But Patricia did post a photo. We'll look at that here in a second. That's Larry, Becca. Okay, so Patricia says, "Good afternoon. There's a broken window in the corridor of the 4th floor. The ground is covered in shards. We need to call a cleaner before someone gets hurt." Patricia, you're a little late to that. We already talked about the broken glass that was all around. Who was it? The one girl was talking about how her kids are running around the upstairs and running through glass and stuff. I don't remember what the name was of that one. Sophia says, I'll be free in about 15 minutes and we'll go clean it up myself. No need to wait for the cleaner until tomorrow. Like, Sophia's so nice. Like, even going to go clean up the glass for everybody. You know, Patricia, you could learn something about that. You sitting here taking pictures of it and putting it on the chat, and Sophia's taking action. Like, I don't know why we were crushing on Patricia to begin with. We should have been crushing on Sophia this entire time. Martha says, good job. Thank you. I'll call the service now to have a new window installed tomorrow. Lexter says, were the kids playing football in the corridor again? I heard them making noise today. Dina says, Dina's all right too. Sheesh, mama. Dina is undeniable. We got so many beautiful people living in our apartment complex. Why are we single and lonely? Because we're not the beautiful people. They're the beautiful people. We are not the beautiful people. Dina is undeniably beautiful, but I've noticed the constant stream of luxury cars picking her up. Either she prefers business class taxis or she works. She's damn prostitute. She's damn selling herself, you know? Maybe that's good for some people, but I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I have the money for Dina. I think it's going to cost too much for Dina. Damn escort. I think Sophia's the safe bet so far. Pretty and successful and ambitious and just takes charge. Let's check out this picture. The broken glass. Yeah. There's a bottle there too. There are a couple bottles. Bottles all over the place. That's a big broken glass window. Oh, I'm getting ready to say something. Cigarette butts and bottles. Who could have broken the window? I don't want to disappoint anyone, but it's probably just the wind. I think it's those damn kids. Damn kids up there smoking cigarettes and drinking booze and playing football in the corridor, breaking windows. But there's a bunch of cigarette butts and broken bottles. So who you guys really think broke the window? Do you think it was the drunks again, says Sophia. Careful, they might be reading the chat too. Sophia says, let them read. I'd say it to their faces. Look, Sophia, like, let me tell you, Sophia, I'm liking Sophia. Martha says, let's not sort this out in the chat right now. We'll fix the window, clean up the mess, and if anyone continues drinking in the corridors, we'll call the police. I called the window installation service. They said they can only come the day after tomorrow. We'll need to dress the warmer. We'll need to dress warmer. Got it. Got to put some clothes on. Wear a blanket, Lexter. Stay warm. All right, Frank. There's progress on the case. Tell me more. We identified the last victim. Unlike the woman, the man is from our city. Gilmore. Alex Gilmore from our city. So we are in the United States. Okay, so this is Nashville, Tennessee. So we are in the United States. Got it. And maybe they mentioned that early on in the game and I just didn't pick up on it. But I was unsure. So, Alex Gilmore. Born 1974. I don't know if that's March 20th or if that might be March 20th because we don't have a 20th month. So it looks like it's March 20th, 1974, Nashville, Tennessee. Workplace was the Hilton New Alter and Company. Skills and characteristics was 181 centimeters, 76 kilograms, average body composition. So it's funny that we're located in the United States, but we're using not the United States metrics. Interesting. Owner of the Hilton Hotel, the Hilton New Hotel at the Madison and Halsey. His father-in-law owns the chain of these hotels and is a close friend of the vice governor. Wow, so he has good connections, a wealthy businessman, right? Yeah, it's a wealthy businessman. Maybe those were 5 escorts. Maybe Dina, maybe Dina knows who they are. Maybe they're co-workers of Dina. His wife said he was supposed to go to a conference in Baltimore a few days ago, but He hasn't been in touch since yesterday. Looks like he never made it to Baltimore. The killer knew Gilmore wouldn't be home for a few days. Yeah, he never made it to Baltimore. Now, I don't know why he would be at the docks. We need to catch this bastard as soon as possible. I just listened to Stoffel. We should handle this case quietly and quickly. Although Gilmore only owned a small business, but his family is wealthy and influential. Well, of course, such cases must be a priority. Yeah, because, you know, when you have wealthy and influential people, you gotta give priority to those cases because money and status, right? We also have 5 victims besides the wealthy. Yeah, you know, we have 5 other victims besides the wealthy. You know, maybe we can focus on all of them equally, like it should be, not just the wealthy, not just the ones that have higher status due to money. I know how you feel about the wealthy in the city, but this one seems like a good guy. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not a good guy, but he shouldn't be, you know, he shouldn't be jumped to the front of the line just because he's got money, you know? Did you talk to this family? We talked to Alex's wife. She said he had no enemies. Everyone loved him. And she doesn't know who could have wished him any harm. This business was going smoothly, no financial problems. He spent most of his time at work. The hotel business requires effort. He often stayed late at work. Any hobbies? Once a month, he organized a poker game for VIP guests at his hotel, spent the whole night there. Serious people often came there. His wife says Alex wanted to establish relationships with important people in this way. Connections are always an important part of business. Maybe he had a falling out with a big shot. I doubt it, but it's possible. Maybe a big shot gave him a job and he didn't succeed, or who knows? Who knows? I already thought about that, but the boss won't let us involve such people in the case without solid evidence. Got it. Of course, the only lead won't work because of bureaucracy. I get it. It won't work because of other statuses and wealth. Got it. We have nothing anyway. Playing poker with influential people doesn't mean a connection with the mafia. So for now, again, we have nothing. I'm starting to think I won't solve this case quickly. I plan to spend the evening with Nora today. She promised to cook today. Cook turkey. I love turkey. And then Frank loves turkey too. I was already mentally prepared to open a good wine from my collection. Looks like the family dinner is canceled. Oh, no turkey for Frank. Boss won't let you go. Nora's going to be upset. Poor Nora. I hate it when that woman is sad. Well, okay. I hate it when that woman's sad. Yes, very sad. Anyways, I'm heading to the station. I'll write you there.
Frank and Nora have been married for 8 years. They suit each other well, though Nora isn't exactly thrilled about Frank's job.
Got it. So, it's, you know, we're going to end it there. We got a lot of information there. You know, we got victims. We got 6 total victims. One is, what did they say his name was? Alex Gilmore. Is there a way for me to look up his information? I don't know. Do I have a journal or anything? I'm not sure. Alex Gilmore, wealthy hotel business owner, was involved with 5 other naked women, ultimately all from different countries except for 2 of them were from Russia, 1 from Poland, 1 from China, 2 from Russia, and I don't remember, Italy, 1 from Italy. And then there was Alex Gilmore that was from Nashville, Tennessee. They all dead, all the same way. The girls were wrapped in some kind of fabric, but they were all stripped to either their underwear or naked. I'm not sure which one. They said both. and buy a shipping container. Like they were getting ready to like ship them somewhere or get rid of the bodies somehow, or maybe they just set the stage up. Maybe they just did that to be like, hey, look what we're doing, try to stop us. We don't know yet. We know that this is a psychopath. We know that we have a bunch of beautiful women in our apartment complex that we have not ever talked to, which is upsetting. Maybe we'll talk to one of them. But we also have a sister named Audrey that's going to set us up with her friend. I don't remember what the friend's name is, but apparently we're going to get set up with the friend and do an interview or consultation, something. We'll find out in the next video. Hope you guys are enjoying this one up to this point. Again, this is called Phantom. You'll be able to find it on the Google Play Store. I also will link the game as well as the developer's Instagram in the description down below. So definitely check it out. Check out the Instagram. Check out the game on Google Play Store. Let me know what you guys think of this game. Let me know what you guys think of this video in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.